Are you ready for the first game of the Final Four of the All-Time Greats Tournament? Today, it's the 1927 Yankees, record of 8-1, versus the 1912 Boston Red Sox, record of 8-2. Join me and Neff Said McGreevy of the Third Base Saloon and the Boston Royal Rooters at Fenway Park, Yankees, Red Sox. Hi everybody, this is Apba Brian and Apba Baseball Classics. We are here in the new Fenway Park, erected in 1912, for Game 1 of the series between the 1927 Yankees and the 1912 Boston Red Sox. This is game number 150 of the all-time great tournament. About 10 or 12 more games, we'll know who's the champion of this tournament. And this game is the first of the best-of-3 series. And the first game of the Final Four. Hugh Bediant of the Boston Red Sox will be taking on Herb Pinnock and the New York Yankees. We've had the introductions. Earl Coombs steps into the box. Here's the first pitch from Hugh Bediant. 6-2 is a base on ball to Earl Coombs. We're using basic Apba. Both teams are fielding column 2. But with the steal ratings, we will use master game Apba. F will mean that he can't go. Can't steal second until there's 2 out, unless it's the 7th inning or later. Here is Mark Koenig. Koenig is hot in this tournament. He's hitting .333 for the tournament. Here's the pitch to Mark Koenig. He could hit and run. He's got an extra 31. And all right, the Yankees probably wouldn't hit and run here, but I'm not the Yankees. I think I'm going to start the runner. Here's the pitch to Koenig. 65 is a 35 strike, and runner's out stealing. Unless he has a 10 or 11 on the card, he steals safely. But we're using master stealing, so F28. Bediant is a 0 move to first. Kerrigan, I think, is a 2 to his favor, so F26. Let's see if he's safe. 11 through 52, he'll be safe. And it is 1-1. That's going to be an error. Ball sails in the center field. Coombs goes to third on the error by Kerrigan, who, if I remember correctly, threw out 2 base runners in his last game. Marconi is up there still with 1 strike on his count. Coombs is at third. Here's the pitch from Tom Bediant. 6-5 is going to be a pop-up to third base. Taken behind third base, but taken by the shortstop, Heine Wagner. One away. Here is Babe Ruth. The infield is playing back. Babe Ruth, the hottest hitter in the tournament, hitting .417, not by average heights, but it's got 6 home runs. And the most RBIs of anyone in the tournament. He's got 17 RBIs. Here's the pitch to the Babe. 3-3 roll. There's a drive. It might be. It could be. It is out of here. A home run for Babe Ruth. And the Yankees are up 2-0 in the first. Lou Gehrig approaches the plate. He'll swing from the left side as well as Ruth. There's the pitch to Lou Gehrig, and Gehrig is hitting .586 in the tournament. 5-1 is a 8. That's a fly ball to center field. Tris Speaker is under it, makes the catch. 2 away. Bob Musil. One of the strongest arms in the game. Right fielder, strong arm throwing. 36 is the rating on this card. Harry Hooper is right up there with him at the 39 on his arm. Hooper, I think, is a 36. Here is Musil. 44 is going to be a single for Bob Musil. Tony Lazzeri. And 24 is a swing and a miss for strike 3. But the Yankees scored twice on the home run by the Babe. To the bottom of the second, New York 2, Boston nothing. Herb Pennock is completing his warm-up tosses. He is 2-0 in the tournament with a 1.99 earned run average. He's a former Red Sox. And he's rated a B pitcher with a Z modifier. Here's a pitch to Harry Hooper leading off for Boston. 54 is a fly ball to right field. Musil is under it, makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Duffy Lewis. That's going to be a walk, ball 4. Okay, Lewis is a E25. There's going to need to be 2 outs before he can go. Tris Speaker is a hitter. He does have the extra 31. But he's a .383 hitter. Sometimes pitchers take away hits on that chart. Here's the pitch to Speaker, who is hitting .405 in the tournament. 43 is a 29. That's a roller. Back to the pitcher or Y. He doesn't have the Y, so it's a 1-6 fielder's choice. Pennock throws out Lewis going to second. Tris Speaker's the runner at first. Here's Larry Gardner. 5-3 is a 20. And that's going to be an error on the second baseman, Tony Lazzeri. First and second. Lazzeri made a costly error in the last series that led to a 7-run inning. And the only Yankee lost in the tournament. Here's Jake Stahl. First and second. There's 2 outs. 3-4 is a fly ball to center field. That's going to get Pennock out of trouble. Caught by Earl Coombs. Red Sox don't score. We go to the top of the second. 2-0 Yankees. Pat Collins will lead off the bottom of the second inning. Here's a pitch from Hugh Bryant. 2-2 is a 7. That's going to be a single for Pat Collins. Slow runner. They'll play it safe on the base paths. Third baseman Joe Dugan. Dugan's hitting 306 in the tournament. 44 is a 7. That's going to be a single to right field. That's going to send Collins a second. Yankees are threatening again here in the second inning. Pitcher Herb Pennock. No outs. Pennock will sacrifice. 56 is a 32. And that's going to be a bunt fielded by the third baseman, Larry Gardner, who throws to Yerkes covering first. Yankees successfully execute the bunt, and it's second and third, one down. Here's Earl Coombs. Red Sox are going to play the infield in. They're already down by 2. 53 is a 16. That's going to be a single to center field. One runner scores. And the batter goes to second on a wild throw by the center fielder. One runner scores, other scores, and batter to second on the wild throw. So it must be two runners score. And there's an error on the center fielder, Speaker. Yankees go up 4-0. Here is Mark Koenig. Popped out the shortstop his first time up. 4-4 is going to be another hit, a single to right field. Coombs will score. 5-0, New York. Timeout. Boston's going to bring in a new pitcher, Ray Collins. He's a grade B pitcher with a Y and Z modifier. Smokey Joe Wood is starting tomorrow. They might hope for a long outing from him. So Red Sox are not ready to pack in this game yet. They're going to bring in the best man available. That's Ray Collins. Mark Koenig steps into the box, is at first base. Babe Ruth steps into the box. Collins is left-handed, so he'll be a pitcher, pitching to the Babe. For one batter, he gets a one-level bump up. 6-1 is a 40. And that is ground ball to first base. Ruth will be safe at first. They make the play at second. 3-6. Koenig is out at second. 2 outs. Now Babe Ruth is the runner at first. E21 stealing. He could go if he wants to try to steal. Hill, we'll see what Lou Gehrig can do. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. 46 is a 41. And that is a... batter is safe at first. Fielder's choice. Runner out at second. Injured. Unable to play the next 2 games. So the Babe is out 6-4 at second base. I was thinking about having him steal. I should have had him steal. He's going to miss the next 2 games. All right, take that back. You have to check the injury rating and base it Apba. And Ruth has a, focus this in, J0 injury rating. So that means he comes out of this game, but he's going to be ready to play tomorrow. Ben Pascal will go out to left field to take the place of the Babe. He'll be batting third in the lineup and play left field. That's the end of the second inning. We go to the top of the third. Or that's not the end of the second. End of the top of the second. We go to the bottom of the second inning. Red Sox are trailing 5-0. Heine Wagner leads off for the Red Sox. He's hitting .250 in the tournament. 6-2 is a 22. That's going to be a ground ball to Lou Gehrig at first, who flips to Pennock covering, 1 away. Bill Kerrigan. 6-4 is a 36. That's going to be ball 1. 45 is a walk. Second walk surrendered by Herb Pennock. Kerrigan is at first, average speed running. Stephen Yerkes. 24 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 2 down. And now Ray Collins. Two-3 is a 33. Popped into the air to the third baseman, Joe Duggan. 3 outs. We go to the top of the third inning. New York 5, Boston nothing. Bob Musil steps up to the plate. He will lead off of the Yankees third. Here's the pitch from Ray Collins. 3-4 is a fly ball to center field. Tris Speaker is under it and makes the catch. 1 away. Tony Lazzeri. 56 is a Y. Collins has the Y strikeout modifier, so Lazzeri goes down swinging for the second time. 2 down. And now the catcher, Pat Collins, singled and scored his first time out. 23 is a ground ball to third base. Larry Gardner throws across the diamond to his manager, Jake Stahl, playing first base. 3 outs. Go to the bottom of the third, Yankees 5, Red Sox 0. Red Sox have reached the semis by defeating the 1929 Baltimore Black Sox, the 1938 Homestead Grays, the 08 Tampa Bay Rays, and then they knocked off the number 1 team in the tournament, the 1906 Chicago Cubs. Harry Hooper leads off the bottom of the third inning. They're down by 5. 51 is a 9 against a B. That's going to be a leadoff base hit for Harry Hooper. C24 stealing. Pennock's move to first is +2. Collins is a not listed. He's a 7. So normally I make 7s, 0s, 8s. I make, I think, 3 to the catcher, and then 9s catchers I make 6 if there's not listed. So take 2 off of that rating to E23. His chances to steal second, should he accept the mission, is 11 through 45. Duffy Lewis is the batter. It is a rule that you have to have 2 31s on your card to hit and run. He has 2. He doesn't have the extra one, though. I think we'll hit and run. 6-6 roll. That's a hit column roll for Duffy Lewis. And 24 is a 6. That's going to be a double right field, scoring Hooper. And the Red Sox are on the board. It's 5-1. Here's Tris Speaker. He's got to really at least move the runner to third to get him to third with 1 or no outs. Red Sox just hoping to chip away. Here's a pitch to Tris Speaker. 6-6 roll for Speaker. That's a drive. 51 is a 2. That will be a triple to deep center field, scoring Lewis. And Speaker has made the game 5-2. More difficult to triple in New Fenway Park. Huntington Avenue grounds had a huge center field. It was well over 500 feet at one point, and then they made it bigger to over 600 feet. So Speaker's at third, no outs. And a solid hitting Larry Gardner steps up to the plate. Gardner is 341 for the tournament. Yankees are playing the infield back. 1-4 is a 30. That's a fly out to left field. And Speaker will tag and score. Five to 3. Suddenly in the third inning, the Red Sox are back in the ball game. Here is Jake Stahl. Base is clear, one out. Pitch to the player manager, Jake Stahl. 53 is a 19. That's going to be a single to second. Single to the left. No, wait a minute. It was on the wrong page. That's an error on the third baseman, Joe Dugan. Second Yankee error in the game. Apologize for hitting the camera. Charles Wagner. Pinnock gets the sign. Here's from the stretch, the pitch. 4-3 is a 29. It's going to be a ground ball to the pitcher, who wheels and throws to the shortstop. 1-6 to get Stahl, fielder's choice. 2 outs. Catcher Bill Kerrigan. 1-6 is a ball hit on the ground toward the shortstop. Mark Koenig has it, throws to first, and that ends the inning. But the Red Sox, on a single, double, triples, and sacrifice fly, score 3 runs. We go to the top of the fourth. New York 5 and Boston 3. A lot more excitement in the crowd as we go to the top of the fourth inning. Now the Red Sox are only down by 2, and the Yankees are down by a left fielder, Babe Ruth. Here is Joe Duggan stepping into the batter's box. 21 is a 30. That's a fly ball to left field. Duffy Lewis, the defender of Duffy's Cliff, makes the catch, 1 down. Herb Pinnock struggled in the third inning, but he's going to stay in and hit. Here's the pitch to Pinnock. 34 is a fly ball to Tris Speaker in center field. 2 quick outs for the Yankees. Here is Earl Coombs. Ray Collins pitches to Coombs. 6-1. 40 is going to be foul ball. Collins is a grade B YZ pitcher. 4-5 is a base on balls. Brings up Mark Koenig, 1 for 2 in today's game. 1-1 roll for Koenig, that's extra bases. And 43 is not extra bases, it's a 7. That's going to move the runner to third. Koenig on first. Coombs on third. Here is Ben Pascal, who replaced the injured Babe Ruth. Pascal's a .317 hitter with 82 at-bats in 1927. Here's a pitch to Ben Pascal. 44 is the hit column roll for Pascal. 21 is a double, clears the bases, and he picks up where Babe Ruth leaves off, drives in 2 runs. It is 7-3 New York. Babe Ruth, or Lou Gehrig rather. 2-2 roll for Gehrig. That's a 4. That's a drive to right center field. It's going to be a triple. 8-3 New York. Here's Bob Musil. 41 is going to be the third out of the inning. 24 is a ground ball to shortstop. Heine Wagner throws to first. But with 2 outs in the inning, the Yankees score 3 more runs, and they lead 8-3. Stephen Yerkes will lead off for the Red Sox in the bottom of the 4th inning. He came from a fairly well-to-do family in Hartboro, Pennsylvania. His dad was a member of the Pennsylvania legislature at one time. But he suffered a childhood accident when he was a toddler, when he fell into a bit of an oven, and it disfigured his face, around the scarring around his mouth. So that made him a little shy. He didn't want to go out a lot. Growing up, he became a reader of books, and but liked baseball and played well in baseball. And he turned out to be a clutch player for the Red Sox in the 12 World Series, when he had game-winning hits in the first. He scored a game-winning run in the first game, and a game-winning hit in the 5th run. I think that was a triple. Also, opening day in 1912, when they opened up Fenway Park, he went 5 for 5. Here's the pitch to Stephen Yerkes, 53. Is a 18. That's going to be an error on the shortstop, Mark Koenig. 3rd Yankee error in this game. Here is not the pitcher, Ray Collins. Red Sox will send up a pitch hitter. That is Marty Krug. He is a .308 hitter, unlimited at-bats in 1912, 39 at-bats. Here's a pitch from Herb Pennock. 26 is a fly ball to right field. Musil is under it, makes the catch, 1 down. There is Harry Hooper. 43 is a 29. That's a fielder's choice, pitcher to shortstop. 2 outs. Hooper's the runner at first. C22 would be his chances to steal, and he's going to take that chance. 25 is going to be safe. Lewis is up with 2 outs, runner in scoring position. Here's the pitch to Duffy Lewis. Lewis strikes out. We go to the top of the 5th inning. After 4, it's New York 8 and Boston 3. Tony Lazzeri leads off the 5th inning for the Yankees. 4-1 is a ground ball to the shortstop. Heine Wagner throws to first. 1 down. Lazzeri is 0 for 3 today. Pat Collins. 1-1 roll for Pat Collins. It could be extra bases. 62 is a double. It is not just Ruth and Gary that kill you on this team. They all chip in, and they are all called Murderers Row. Here is Joe Duggan, Jumping Joe, Yankee third baseman. 24 is a 27. And that is a ground ball to third base. 5-3, the runner holds at second. So 2 outs. Here is the pitcher, Herb Pennock. And 24 is a swing and miss for strike 3. We go to the bottom of the 5th inning. Yankees 8 and the Red Sox 3. Tris Speaker from Hubbard, Texas leads off for the Red Sox on the bottom of the 5th inning. 5-6 is a walk. Larry Gardner, the third baseman, steps up to the plate. He's hitting .341 coming into today's action. 1-3 is a 2 balls and no strikes. 35 is a single for Larry Gardner. First and second. No outs. Here's the player manager Jake Stahl. He's hitting .302 coming into the tournament. One three is a 2 balls and no strikes. Hit column roll for Jake Stahl. 21 is a 6. And both runners will score. That's a double. 8-5. Boston refuses to go away. Timeout. New York is going to go to the bullpen and bring in Dutch Ruther, a grade BZ pitcher. Bob Shockey and Urban Shocker are really not available to relieve in this game. Shocker is going to start tomorrow's game. And but Ruther is a B pitcher. He's available. He will be pitching to Heine Wagner, not get the bump up because he's left-hander. Wagner's right-handed. Here's the pitch to Heine Wagner. No outs in the 5th inning. 26 is a swing and a miss, strike 3. 1 down. Catcher Bill Kerrigan walked and grounded out to shortstop. 6-3 is a fly ball to center field. Runners will hold. Catch is made by Earl Coombs. Now there's 2 outs. And here is Stephen Yerkes. 3-2 is a 26 that's going to end the inning. It's hit on the ground to second base. Red Sox score twice. We go to the top of the 6th. Yankees 8, Boston 5. Here is Earl Coombs. 3-5 is an 8 against a D. That's going to be a single for Earl Coombs. Pape is still on the mound for the Red Sox. He's a grade D pitcher with no modifiers. Only pitched in 13 games. Mark Koenig is a batter. 6-6 roll for Mark Koenig. He squares it up. And 31 is a triple for Mark Koenig. 9-5, Yankees. Here's Ben Pascal. Red Sox to bring the infield in. Here's the pitch to Pascal. 5-1 is a 8. That's a single, and that scores Koenig. Normally the employs a digital dice, but I am hurting on the Velcro that sticks up on the scoreboard. So we'll have to do this digitally. No rotating dice today. Here is, let's see, Lou Gehrig. Red Sox have Celine Hall possible in the bullpen. He's a grade B reliever and pitcher, but they may want to save him for the future. They're already 5 runs down. Louis Pape may have to wear this here. Here's the pitch to Lou Gehrig. 6-5 is a 35. That's going to be a foul out to the catcher, Bill Kerrigan, 1 down. Bob Musil. Pitch to Musil is 11. That's a single over first base. Pascal goes to third. Yankees at first and third with 1 out. Infield's playing back, Tony Lazzeri. 63 is a fly ball to center field. Very shallow. Speaker makes the catch. The runners don't advance. And now Pat Collins. 4-2 is a base on balls. They're loaded up here, and if Joe Duggan does something, the horse will be out of the barn. Here's the pitch to Joe Duggan. 1-2 is a 25 hit on the ground. Infield's playing deep. It's Heine Wagner making the play. He goes a short way to second base. And that's the end of the inning. The Yankees scored twice. Go to the bottom of the sixth inning. New York 10, Boston 5. You see that Sea Lion Hall is warming up in the bullpen, and Neil Ball will pitch hit for the pitcher Pape in the bottom of the sixth inning for Boston. 23 is a 33. Pop up to second base. One down. Dutch Ruther, a grade B pitcher, Z modifier, is on the mound for the Yankees. Here is Harry Hooper, top of the order. 24 is a swing and miss for strike 3. Here is Duffy Lewis. 41 is a ground ball to shortstop. 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox in the sixth. Go to the seventh inning, Yankees 10, Red Sox 5. Pitcher Dutch Ruther leads off the top of the seventh for New York. 6-4 is a 36. Ball 1. Sea Lion Hall is pitching for Boston. He is a grade B pitcher, Y modifier. 6-2 is a ground ball to second base. Steven Yerkes has it, throws to first. One down. Earl Coombs. 25 is a base hit for Earl Coombs, a solid single to center field. Coombs is 3 for 3, and he's been on base all 5 times, walked the other 2 times. Mark Koenig's had a good day. He has singled twice and tripled. 3-3 roll. That's a hit, call, and roll for Mark Koenig. 64 is going to be a double, and Coombs is fast. He'll score. Eleven to 6, 11 to 5, New York. Ben Pascal replaced Babe Ruth when he was injured, sliding in on the second base. And all he's done is go 2 for 3, or actually 2 for 2 with a double and a single. 6-2 is a 26. Ground ball to second base. Plays at first. Pascal goes to third with 2 outs. Lou Gehrig. 21 is a strikeout. All right, the Yankees score once. They lead 11 to 5. Just Speaker will lead off the bottom of the 6th inning for the, getting ahead of myself here, actually bottom of the 7th inning for the Red Sox. Dutch Ruther is still on the mound for the Yankees. He'd like to try to land this plane for New York and pitch the rest of the way. Here's the pitch to Speaker. 1-4 is a fly ball to left field, caught by Babe Ruth, not by Ben Pascal. Would have been Ruth. One down, Larry Gardner. 24 is a swing and a miss for strike 3, 2 outs. Here is Jake Stahl. And that's a 21. That's a fly ball to right field. Bob Musil makes the catch. We go to the top of the 8th. Yankees 11, Red Sox 5. Boston has made the decision to lift Sea Lion Hall so that he'll be available for relief tomorrow. Jack Bushelman, grade D, XW pitcher, will be pitching the 8th inning for the Red Sox. Don't mean to be mean, but you might want to close your eyes. DW is not good. Bob Musil steps in to lead off for the Yankees. They're up by 6, 11 to 5 in the 8th. 64 is a base on balls to Bob Musil. Tony Lazzeri. 6-4 is a strikeout. And Lazzeri is one Yankee that's had a miserable day today. He's committed an error, and he is 0 for 5 with the bat. Pat Collins, he has doubled and singles at the bat, 2 for 3 with a walk. 1-1 roll, that's a hit column roll for Pat Collins. 51 is a drive. It might be, it could be, it is out of here. Another Yankee home run. It's 13-5. New York. Here is Joe Duggan. That is Collins's, let's see, first home run in the tournament. He has a triple. Here's the pitch to Duggan. 65 as they pop out to the catcher, or W, that's going to be a walk. Duggan takes first. Pitcher, Dutch Ruther. 24 is a strikeout. Earl Coombs. 3-5 is a single to center. And Duggan, I think, goes to third. Yes. Marconi comes up for New York. He has 4 hits in the game, like Coombs. 3-6 is a base on balls. Bases are loaded. And here is Ben Pascal. 5-1 is an 8. Single, one runner scores. Oh, wait a minute. Runners advance 2 bases. Yankees 15, Red Sox 5. Lou Gehrig. 43 is a 29 that's going to end the inning. Ground ball to the pitcher. It throws the first. 3 outs. Walter Dutch Ruther has been ruthless with the Red Sox, retiring 9 Sox hitters in a row. He's going to pitch the bottom of the 8th inning. Heine Wagner steps into the box. Here's the first pitch to Heine Wagner. 3-6 is a ground ball to third base. Joe Dugan has it. Jumping Joe throws to first. 1 away. It's 10 in a row, retired by Ruther. Bill Kerrigan. Fly ball to center field. Earl Coombs is under it. 2 outs. And Steve Yerkes. 2-4 is going to be a swing and a miss for strike 3. 3 up and 3 down for the Red Sox. We go to the top of the 9th inning. Yankees 15 and the Red Sox 5. Jack Bushman will be working to Bob Musil, Tony Lazzeri, and Pat Collins. Here's a pitch to Musil. Is going to be a single for Bob Musil. That's his 3rd hit of the day. Lazzeri looking for his first base hit. He hasn't had any fun at all today. Here's the pitch to Tony Lazzeri. 6-1. And at the 36, that's going to be a wild pitch. Musil goes to second. "4-2 is a base on balls. Pat Collins. 56 is a 34. Pop out to the second baseman, Stephen Yerkes. 1 down. Jumping Joe Duggan. Five, 2 is a 27, and that's going to be a double play. 5, 4, 3, inning double play. We go to the bottom of the ninth. Yankees are up by 10. Dutch Ruther will start his 5th inning of work. He's retired everybody he's faced. Pinch hitter will bat for Boston. That's Olaf Swede Henriksen, 321 hitter in 1912. Here's the pitch to Henriksen, 3-6. Is a ground ball to third base. Joe Duggan makes the play, 1 down. Harry Hooper. 2-3 is a pop up to the second baseman, Tony Lazzari. That's 2 outs. And now Duffy Lewis. 25 is a 8 against a B. That's a fly ball to center field. Earl Coombs is under it and makes the catch. That's your ball game. The final score: the New York Yankees, the Bronx Bombers, Murderers Row 15, Boston Red Sox 5. We'll be back with a wrap up. The New York Yankees made a statement today. They scored 15 runs on 18 hits, committed 2 errors. Boston Red Sox scored 5 runs on 5 hits, and they committed 1 error. The winning pitcher was Dutch Ruther. Dutch Ruther pitched 5 innings of relief, 5 perfect innings, retiring every Red Sox hitter he faced. Losing pitcher was Tom Bediant, the starter, who only went 1 1/3 innings, gave up 4 runs. There was a home runs in the game by Babe Ruth, 2-run homer in the first, and a home run by Pat Collins, the catcher, with a 2-run homer in the 8th. The only bad news in the games for New York is Babe Ruth was injured, sliding into second base, but he was injured for this game only. He'll be back tomorrow, and all the Yankee fans will be happy for that. Red Sox fans, not so much. The Babe has, 7 home runs in the tournament and 19 RBIs. The Cannonball Dick rating star of the game is Earl Coombs. Could be just about everybody on the Yankees, not named Tony Lazzari. Everyone had a spectacular day, but Earl Coombs stands out, going 4 for 4, on base all 6 times, and scoring all 6 times. From 1925 until 1950, the New York Yankees basically had 2 center fielders, Earl Coombs and Joe DiMaggio. Coombs ran into a wall at Sportsman's Park in St. Louis in 1934, fractured his skull. Was never the same player after that. And then, of course, DiMaggio came along. And DiMaggio took over center field duties in 1936, and he stayed there through 1950. I think Mantle played center field in 51, and DiMaggio moved to left. But two Hall of Famers maintaining center field for the Yankees for almost 3 decades, 2.5 decades. Well, that's your broadcast today. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, hit the subscribe button and the like button. It doesn't cost anything to subscribe. Thanks for watching. Have a good day, and God bless.